Recite loudly Durud Sharif one more time. Durud Sharif.
اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Munawwari Absaril Arifin, Bi Nuril Ma'rifati wal Yaqeen, Wajad bi Kulubi an Ibadika Salihin, Wajadbati Kurbi wa Tabkeen, Allazi khalaqa ahsana kulla shayin abada, wa khalaqa al-insana min deen. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Sayyidil Awwaleen, wa Sayyidil Akhirin, wa Imam al-Muttaqeen, wa rahmatullahi lil alameen. Amma ba'd, fa a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Noon wal kalami wa ma yasturun. Qala an-nabiy sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, ma ana alayhi wa sahabihi aw kama qala. Sadaqallahu al-azim. Wa ballagna rasulun nabiyyun aminul matinul mubinul karim. Wa nahnu ala zalika lamina ash-shahidin wa shakirin. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Faqad qala Allah Ta'ala fi shani habibihi al-mubarak wa mahbubihi wa matlubihi wa mawjudihi wa maqsudihi mukhbiran wa amira. Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala an-nabi. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulullah wa sallam alayka wa ala alika wa sahabika ya rahmatan lil alamin. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Habiballah wa sallam alayka wa ala alika wa sahabika ya Shafi' al-Muznibin. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Jadd al-Hasan wal-Husayn wa sallam alayka wa ala alika wa sahabika ya Nabiy al-Haramain wa ya Imam al-Qiblatayn wa ya wasilatna fi ad-darain. أدركني يا رسول الله صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم بفضل الله تعالى. جو سنت نبی کی ادا کر رہا ہے، جو سنت نبی کی ادا کر رہا ہے، جنت میں اپنی وہ جگہ کر رہا ہے. جو سنت نبی کی ادا کر رہا ہے، جنت میں وہ اپنی جگہ کر رہا ہے. اور کہاں تک ہے پرواز میرے نبی کی، کہاں تک ہے پرواز میرے نبی کی، زمانہ ابھی تک پتہ کر رہا ہے، زمانہ ابھی تک پتہ کر رہا ہے. کعبے میں ہوئی ایک پنچایت، کعبے میں ہوئی ایک پنچایت، بتلایا اوپر نے بتوں سے تب، کل تک تھا ہمارا راز مگر اب آئی مصیبت ہے ہم پر. اب کعبے سے فوراً نکلو، اب کعبے سے فوراً نکلو، میری بات سنو مت دیر کرو، کیونکہ ہم سب مٹ جانے والے ہیں، ہم سب مٹ جانے والے ہیں، محمد آنے والے ہیں، محمد آنے والے ہیں. Very respected and learned Hazrat Janab Sayyid Ishaq Sahab Damat Barakatuhum al-Aliyah, equally respected and learned Janab Khalil Bhai Swande Sahab, my host of today, Hazrat Janab Musa Bhai Lokhat and entire family, very, very learned people sitting around me, Janab Abdul Rahman Mujawar Sahab Damat Barakatuhum al-Aliyah, and my first host in Cape Town, Malum Kar and whole entire family. The two brothers are here, Zahir Bhai and Amir Bhai. Was my first host in Cape Town. for those years. And alhamdulillah, we are still together. May Allah give us more muhabbat.
Ameen.
The first of all, tonight is also the Vishal Mubarak of my Ammijan. Tonight is a Vishal Mubarak of my Ammijan, Sayyida Farida Bibi Binte Abbas Ali Gilani. So inshallah, I may request all of you to make special dua for my Ammijan. I indebted every breath I am taking to my parents, especially to my mother, for what he has brought me up to today. And I make special dua for her, wherever she is, inshallah, that may Allah give us all the azar and barakat from all the mahfil, inshallah. And all of you's mother, wherever they are, may Allah give them izzat and barakat as well, inshallah. And I'm also extending the welcome to the special friend of Lokhat family, Janab Nazmi Saab Daniels, to our midst, that he took out his time. May Allah reward him in Allah, also guide him, inshallah. And all Sanakhan Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wasallam seated here, Janab Asif Parkar Saab, Janab Abdul Hamid Qazi Saab, our other Qazi Saab, may Allah reward them, preserve them, accept the Hazri, inshallah. Read one more time Durud Sharif, then inshallah I can go on. Just to give us the evidence that our battery are charged now, inshallah, so I can go, inshallah, on, right? Read Durud Sharif. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina. Tonight my topic and subject is about Nisfu Shaban, Shab-e-Baraat, which was last night, and also the introduction to the month of Ramadan. Right, so inshallah, bear with me, plus or minus 40-45 minutes. Inshallah, then you take something home. Whenever we have our mahfils, it's not like any other mahfils. You get the food of physical for your body, and you get the food for the soul, spiritual food as well. ये खान का है, यहाँ पर तंदुरुस्ती पर भी ध्यान देते हैं और मनरुस्ती पर भी ध्यान देते हैं. You get the food for your body, and you take also the food for your spiritual upliftment, inshallah, soul. So inshallah, bear with me. Don't look here and there in order to receive something. Sayyidina Huzur Gausi Azam Pir Pir Dastagir radiallahu anhu, in his kitab, Gunyatul Talibin, he said, Ad-Dinu kulluhu adab. The deen of Allah based upon the respect. The top is respect. Center is respect, and the bottom is respect. No respect, no deen. So you're sitting in the mahfil of this nature. You're not sitting here. This is a mahfil of Allah and His Habib sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Come back to the topic and subject. I have selected the small portion of the ayat where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Noon. Harf muqattiyat, like Alif, Lam, Mim, Kaf, Ha, Haya, and Swad. These are harfe muqattiyat, meaning that Allah and His Habib alone knows the meaning of it. No Mufassirin has translated these words. And next Allah said, Wal kalami wa ma yasturun. Allah says, and I'm taking an oath, a qasam on kalam, a pen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking oath of a pen. Ya Allah, I can go and buy the pen from the checkers or ShopRite also. Allah said, no, your pen is different. I'm talking about another pen. Allah is a creator. Allah is a sustainer, provider, protector, doer of everything. He doesn't need to take any oath to pass the message, to be on emphasizing. He wants to say something very special. So Allah said, I'm taking a qasam, wal kalam. I'm taking a qasam on a pen. Ya Allah, what pen is that? Allah said, read the hadith of my Habib sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam said, أَوَّلُ مَا خَلَقَ اللَّهُ قَلَمٌ. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created the first thing in His creation, a pen. There is a various hadiths. أَوَّلُ مَا خَلَقَ اللَّهُ نُورِ. Allah has created by nur first in all the creation. That's also Sahih hadith. Here Allah says, I created a pen. The first creation from Allah is pen. And Allah said, Wal kalami wama yasturun. The pen, the qasam of a pen and the qasam of a writing from that pen. We are here to commemorate the Shab-e-Baraat and the Ramadan to come. I am taking you to the background. If you don't understand the background, you will not understand the concept. Allah said, I am taking a qasam of a pen. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that pen Allah is speaking about, the first creation of Allah, is my Zat. The Zat of Rasulullah is a pen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered the pen to come forward. And Allah said, Ya kalamun, uktub. O pen, start writing. Meaning in translation, Ya Rasulullah, start writing. Allah Akbar. Ya Rasulullah. Ya Rasulullah, you start writing. So me and you has to go to school and pre-primary and KG and secondary to learn. These are we. This is our condition, us. We have to go to the college and varsity and school to learn. Nabi is somebody who knows everything without going to any school. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called the pen and he said, Ya Rasulullah, a pen, Ya kalamun, uktub. Start writing. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says in pen, Maza aktub. Ya Allah, what must I write? Maza aktub. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Ya Rasulullah, write, Ma kana wa ma yakun. Ma kana wa ma yakun. Ya Rasulullah, write whatever has taken place and whatever is going to take place, write all that. Now every Maulana, every Mufti Sahib will tell you that wahi hota hai jo likha hai. Every Maulana, every Mufti Sahib will tell you everything happens according to what Allah has written. Are you understanding my language? Wahi hota hai jo likha hai. तो मैं ये पूछता हूँ लिखा किसने है? Who did write all this thing? Remember, the Zat of Rasulullah is a kalam and Rasulullah write the fate of every creation. Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Are you understand? So this is a maqam and martaba of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You know, I'm looking at the picture of every morning. A child goes to school. When the child goes to school, the bag is called backpack. The bag, all the books is at the back. Now all the children is going to school. Every morning they go to school. Where is the bag? At the back. The same child come home and 3 o'clock in the afternoon, he also got the bag, but this time the bag comes in the front. Child goes to school in the morning. The bag is at the back. That is also education. That's also the book. He's going to study. That bag is at the back. The same child come home, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. He also got the bag, but this time he got the bag in the front. That tells you, never mind whatever you become from your varsity, that education will lead you at the back. That 3 o'clock bag will take you in the front. Are you understanding my language? So this is how it works. I'm not negating. I'm also been to varsity. Alhamdulillah, I got double degree. I'm not negating the education. You must be learned. But the comparison, that ilm you're receiving is going to remain behind. When you close your eyes, your titles, your degrees, all the titles is dropped. But the ilm you acquiring 3 o'clock in the afternoon will create the noor in your qabr. It will help you in mahzar and it will take you to Jannah. Are you understanding my language? So now we're talking about first of all, I'm going to give you a few minutes on the Shab-e-Baraat. Then I'm going to conclude on the month of Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, Summa Alhamdulillah, we witnessed the Nisfu Shaban, Laylatul Baraat. Baraat is a freedom. What? Baraat is a freedom. Freedom is of what? That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is freeing. This particular night, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is freeing his slave and Abd from the Jahannam. Are you understanding my language? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is freeing the slave from the Jahannam. It's called Baraat. So you must have heard many years about Shab-e-Baraat. So I'm not going into that type of topic and discussion. You all know what is all about Shab-e-Baraat. I'm going to tell you something else. How 14 Shaban came about. How did you get 14 Shaban? And what is the purpose of 14 Shaban? That I want to tell you. Are you understand? How did 14 Shaban came into picture? You know, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Kad nara taqalluba wajhika fis sama. Falanuwalliyannaka qiblatan tardaha. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when my Nabi, our Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, constantly looking at the sky, and my Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows the irada of Nabi, that Ya Rasulullah, I know what you wish to do. I know what you wish to do. You want to change the Qibla, and I فَلَنُوَلِيَنَّكَ, that Ya Rasulullah, whatever the Qibla of your choice you choose, and I make that Qibla. You don't have to wait for anybody. Choose the Qibla of your choice. Are you understanding? But that point in time, my Nabi is leading the Salah. He's not only reading Salah, he's leading the Salah. He's an Imam. And me and you, when we lead the Salah, when we read our Salah, where must you look at? Where must you look in Salah? Down. My Nabi is looking up. पता चला नबी मेरे जैसा नहीं है. थोड़ा ऊंचा बोलो यार. We look here and there, our Salah becomes null and void. Here my Nabi leading the Salah is Imam looking up. And my Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya Rasulullah, I know you want to change the Qibla. Don't wait, change the Qibla of your direction. I said, Ya Allah, my Nabi is in Salah, he is Imam. Can you not wait until the Salah is finished? Allah said, no, I am the creator. I know who I created. The group of people will come in this. They will read Kalima and they're going to try to make Salah bigger than my Nabi. So I want to tell them that my Nabi, don't wait for the Salah to finish. Change Qibla right now. So they may get the message that who is bigger. Oh, Allah ne kaha, Ya Rasulullah, नमाज बाद में पूरी होगी, तेरा मर्जी पहले पूरा होगा. जरा ऊंचा बोलो जिसको समझ. That's a maqam, status and station of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You understand? That much. So Shaban came. Shaban is a gift. That this is a night. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changed the Qibla of the choice of Habib sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That was 15 Shaban. Are you understand? And that's why we commemorate and celebrate 15 Shaban. Everything you're celebrating, it must have a nisbat and connection to Habib Azam. Otherwise, it cannot have excellence. Excellence comes through the nisbat of Nabi. Every night is a night, but this night, my Nabi changed Kaaba to Qibla in a direction he wished. So Allah gave us the Laylatul Baraat. That's a gift, Laylatul Baraat. Now what happens? See here, why Laylatul Baraat is given to us? We are creation of Allah. We are human beings. When Allah sent us down with the two titles. How many? Two titles. Allah said, all of you human beings, I give you two titles. One title, I am the Rabb, I am the creator, I am the master of all the master, and you are my abd. You are my slave. You are my abd. You are my slave. And the second title I give you, that is a one title. The second title I give you, you are my mehboob, my beloved.
Subhanallah.
Ya Rasulullah, how do we become beloved to you? He said, no, you read the kalima of my mehboob.
Subhanallah.
So we, insan, we got two titles. Our one title is abd. We are slave to Allah. And the second title is beloved. Are you understanding? So when Allah is a Rabb and creator in making, we are slave of Allah in making. But in relationship, we are beloved to Allah.
Subhanallah.
In making, we are slave. Then Allah said, فَيُعَذِّبُهُ اللَّهُ الْعَذَابَ الْأَكْبَرَ. Beware, my punishment is severe. Ya Allah, who is speaking? He said, no, I am Rabb, I am talking to my abd. I have to give them a discipline code. They don't go this way. My azab is strong. Now that language is a language of master. If you're working for your father in the same company, you're employed by your father. So when you within the premises of a business, you're working for your father, he is your master. So he's gonna shout you, he's gonna, give you responsibility. If you don't fulfill, he will shout you. He will discipline you for your own betterment because there he is a master. When you come home, you are his son. Are you understand? Now he got a different change in the heart. He said, Beta, what you mean? Come I help you, come I do this. But in the business, he's too strict because he's a master there. At home, he is your loved one and you are his beloved. In the similar fashion, when it comes to orders of Allah, salah, fasting, zakat, all the amal and action, Allah said, beware. I am your creator and master. You need to come back to me. You will be you have to give the reckoning for everything. I'm a master. But the other side, Allah said, I'm not only master, man. I'm not having a sword to chop your neck. I'm also loved, and you are my beloved. So come whole year, whatever you do, right? You got fear of me. But now come I give you one night. That night is called 15 Shab-e-Baraat, Shab-e-Baraat. Now I'm not going to use the language of master. I'm not going to use the language of creator. I'm going to use the language that I'm the loved one and you are my beloved. So come walk up to me. Never mind what guna you got. Never mind whatever you did, I'm not interested. Now I'm speaking a language of loved one. You are my beloved. I understand? So out of the love, Allah gave us this night that whatever you did throughout the night, I'm not interested. As long as you come to me, next day morning, you will be like a newborn baby, you got no guna left. Are you understanding my language? Say, don't worry. As long as you come to me, I will run to you. That's a language of master? No, it's a language of loved one. You know, when you love somebody, how do you handle that? Are you understand? That's why Allah's Habib sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam said that the love of a creator to the creation is 70 times greater than 70 times greater than a love of a creator to creation is 70 times greater than a mother's love to a child. You never heard this thing. Allahu Akbar. Are you serious? You never heard this thing. This. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says the love of a creator to creation is 70 times greater than a love of a mother to a child. Now ask the mother sitting back to here, what is a love of a mother to a child? Can you comprehend that love in your mind of a mother to a child? Now you must multiply 70 times. That's a love for created to all of us. Are you understanding my language? And because of that love, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us this Laylatul Nisfu Shaban and Laylatul Baraat. That no problem, my brother, no problem. You did whatever you're supposed to do, but you know who is the good person? The good person is someone that make the mistake and repent. So come to me, I'm ever ready, waiting for you. I'm just waiting for you. Come to my barga, I remove and cancel out all the sins you have. But Allah put the condition there. In the hadith of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah put the condition there that whoever you are, whatever tribes you belong to, whatever language you speak to, wherever you stay, come to me, I will forgive you. But the two people I will not forgive. The message of tonight by Janab Musa by Lokat's house, take home. Allah said, two people I will not forgive. And Laylatul Baraat is a many category. I'm summarizing to two. The first person Allah said I will never forgive is somebody who is be-iman. जिसके पास ईमान नहीं है, जो मुनकिर है, जो काफिर है, जो मुशरिक है. The person who is disbeliever, who is kafir, munkir, mushrik, Allah said, no, I got no time. You are different category. Tonight is a night of my beloved ones. So I want to address them and sort out their problem. So come all of you in the line. But Allah said, now you all my beloved, but there is one more condition I won't forgive you. Ya Allah, what is that condition? He said, if you have any malice, if you have a malice the size of a mustard seed, it will be called arrogance. And I will not forgive that person. So whatever you did last night, and you did not, if you did not have a malice, you're sitting in front of me, Qasam Allah ki you are all forgiven. But Allah said, you know what? If you have a malice for fellow human being, remember that is a human being to you, but he's my beloved. You are having a malice for my beloved? If you don't like a child of a mother, what the mother is going to do to you? You like mother and father, but you don't like the child, what the child will do to you? What the mother will do to you? Even here, I come to my host and say, you know what, everything is okay, Musaba is nice, Jubedapa is very nice people and all. I don't like the children. What they're going to do? Bhai, door hai yahan par. So imagine that creator loves his banda, his creation 70 times greater. Allah says, you know what? Even if it's a Nisfu Shaban, it's Laylatul Baraat, you got namaz, you got salah, you did everything, I'm ready to forgive your mistakes and sins. But tonight, if you stand before me, having a malice in the size of a mustard seed for any of my beloved, I've got no time to forgive you. Come on. That's why Laylatul Baraat came. One janaza came to Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, bring the janaza to me. Right? And the first thing Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam asked, that this janaza, does he have any debts? Any? Debts. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وسلم. So Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, bring the janaza to me. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked the question, this marhum, this mayyat, did he have any debts? So that person says, Ya Rasulullah, he had the debts. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam refused to lead janazah salah. Look at the situation here. My Nabi did not ask that how many salah he read, how many times he become Haji Sahib. You became Haji Sahib, come and lead your Salatul Janazah. No. My Nabi never asked how many days you fasted. My Nabi is asking, did he have the debts? If you left the debts behind, the debts is of my beloved, and I will not forgive you. My Nabi said, I don't read this. Then one Sahaba came forward and said, Ya Rasulullah, I take guarantee to pay all the debts of that person. And my Nabi led the Salatul Janazah to teach us and to show us that how serious, how important it is to become a good human being in a society. Namaz आपका अपना मकाम है, रोजा अलग है. This for Shaban came to tell you, hello, become Haji Sahib, become Namazi, become Rozdar, become everything. But if you have a malice about my beloved creation in your heart, size of a mustard seed, you wasted your time. Samjho deen ko. We got a lot of misconception about the deen. This is Laylatul Baraat. Now I take you to introduction to Ramzan month. Jara pucha bolo. Alhamdulillah, Ramzan month is going to approach us. So as soon as the moon sighted for the month of Ramzan, Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam was grouped with the Sahabi. Looking at the moon. And Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Adillu, aa gaya. Saharun Azim, the best month has arrived. Best month has arrived. Believe you me, how many Islamic months we got? 12. Only name of one month is mentioned in the Quran. Only Ramadan. Ya Allah, why Ramzan? Allah said, read Surah Yusuf. Nabi Yaqub alayhi salam had the 12 sons. How many? And he loved one son. His name is who? Nabi Yusuf. So Rasulullah said in the similar fashion, out of the 12 sons, Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam was most beloved to Nabi Yaqub. In the similar fashion, Allah created 12 months. But the most beloved to Allah is month of Ramadan. Are you understand? Month of Ramadan. Ya Allah, why only Ramzan? He said, no. Follow my instruction, then you come to know what is a month of Ramzan. He said, when you see when the Salah came, Hajj, Salah, all that, right? When the Salah and Hajj and Zakat all came, right? It wasn't prescribed for the previous Ummah. Are you understand? The Salah, Hajj, and Zakat wasn't prescribed for the previous Ummah, before the time of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But when it comes to fasting, are you understand? Kutiba alaykum siyamu kama kutiba ala allazina min. Allah said, you know what? This fasting is very special. Fasting was already there before my Nabi came to this dunya. I was also given the fasting to the previous Ummah. Now I am giving you. Ya Allah, you supposed to say, okay, I am giving you fasting and start fasting. Why did you mention the previous Ummah? Allah said, no, the fasting is special. When the mother goes to hospital, taking a child for the injection. Now that child is 6 years old. The moment that child hears he's going to be injected by the doctor, he got ghabrat. So mother, before the doctor comes, mother quickly take him to the lounge where all other children are sitting. And she's telling the child, see, he's a 4 years old, he will get it. That's a 3 years old, that's a 7 years old. So now child is got confidence back. He said, I'm not alone. So Allah said, hello, fasting is not only for you, previous ummah also fasted.
Subhanallah.
Are you understanding my language? जरा ऊंचा बोलो जिसको समझ में आए. So it's not something new. I did give a fasting to other ummah also. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, laqad kana fi Rasulillahi uswatun. Meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, hello, I sent you there. So don't do what you feel like doing. You must serve like how my Nabi said. You must talk like how my Nabi used to speak. You must deal in a business how my Nabi dealt in a business. You sleep like how my Nabi. Everything you want to do, you take my Nabi as a role model. Are you understand? And if you take any other role model, you're not accepted. I want to see you, Mustafa, in you. So when I watch you and my angels down, I want to see Mustafa style. Are you understand? I want to see Mustafiyat in you, Muhammadiyat in you. When you sit like Nabi, talk like Nabi, do business like Nabi, whatever you do like Nabi. But Allah said, you know what? From the time I existed, I never did eat something. I didn't eat anything from the time I existed. So come, let's do like this. 11 months, you see, I want to see you in the system of Mustafa. Now 1 month, because I never ate, because from the time I'm existing, I never ate. Now 1 month, come, follow my sunnah. जरा पूछा बोलो क्योंकि मैं खाना नहीं खाता. Ya Allah, whole month we do like what you did. You don't eat. We mustn't eat whole month. He said, no, I'll make it easy for you. In the morning, you're still in the system of Mustafa when you wake up for Sahri. In the evening, you're still in the system of Mustafa in Iftar. But the other time, follow me. And Allah said, you know what? When you namazi, no roza in there. When you haji, no roza inside the hajj. When you namazi, no roza. When you haji, no roza. But when you got fasting, namaz comes in. Are you understanding my language?
Yeah.
There is no fasting in salah. There is no fasting in hajj. But there is a salah in fasting, hajj in fasting if you want. Are you understand? Because it's sunnah ilahi. That is when you stay in for salah, when you come to musalla to perform the salah in the month of Ramadan, right? Now from outside, you are on the sunnah of my Mehboob and Habib sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Outside, you are on the sunnah of my Habib sallallahu alaihi wasallam. From inside, you are on my sunnah. Are you understanding? So inside we do the sunnah ilahi and outside sunnah Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Are you listening? Allah said, we say, Ya Allah, is it finished? He said, no. There's more to it. Say, Ya Allah, what is this? He said, you know what? I don't eat, but I'm Rabbil Alameen. But I provide. I don't eat, but I provide. Now you must follow my sunnah. You fasting, prepare the iftar for fasting person. Are you understand? So Allah said, because you're not eating now is fine. But somebody come to you, give them, and prepare the fasting for a fasting person iftar. So that's a sunnah ilahi. Are you understand? So in Ramzan month comes to tell you that you know what? Whenever you see month of Ramzan, everything increases. Do you know? The sadaqah increases, the feeding increases, all that increases that in the month of Ramzan especially. Why? Because the group of Sahaba approached the Habib sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. He said, Ya Rasulullah, what is the base of Islam? What is the base of Islam? The Sahaba Ikram asked that question, hoping that Habib sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam will say that maybe reading Salah is the base of Islam, going for the Hajj is the base of Islam. You know, they were anticipating that type of answer. But my Nabi opened the Mubarak mouth and said, Atimut Tam. Feeding hungry is a best Islam. Feeding hungry is a best Islam, not Islam, best Islam. And that's why all the Sufiya Ikram took it, the instruction of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You go to any khanka anywhere in the world, what they do? Where did they learn from? Sarkar do Alam sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Feed the people. Feed the people. So now we Sunni learn from there. Khana khilana behtar Islam. So we Sunni learn from there. What we do? Chatti mein khwaja ki. Khana khilana. 11वीं में घोष की. खाना खिलाओ. 12वीं में खाना खिलाओ. 22वीं में साफर शादी की. खिलाओ. आला हजरत की 25वीं खाना खिलाओ. When this feeding is finished, when your child start talking and learning the Quran, खाना खिलाओ. When he going to madrasa fully, खाना खिलाओ. वो हाफिज बन गया, खाना खिलाओ. वो आलिम बन गया, खाना खिलाओ. Are you understanding? आदमी गुजर गया, 3 days में खाना खिलाओ, 7 days में खाना खिलाओ, 40 days feed. My Nabi said the best Islam is to feed them. Have you understand? And the last thing I tell you, we got Laylatul Baraat and we got month of Ramadan. You see how the Ramadan came. I told you how the Laylatul Baraat came. Now I tell you that how Ramadan came. Masjid al-Nabi is there, full of Sahaba Ikram radiyallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. And the zikr is taking place in Masjid al-Nabi, in front of Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. And the Sahaba Ikram had the tears in the eyes. What? Tears in the eyes. So Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam asked, oh my Sahaba, what made you cry? What made you cry? So the Sahaba Ikram said, we heard the story of one Wali Allah of a previous Ummah. One Wali Allah of a previous Ummah that he was so accepted in the Bargai Ilahi, he served the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for 600 years. How many years?
600 years.
And he was a Wali Allah. So Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam was sitting there and Sahaba said, but Ya Rasulullah, how fortunate is those people used to live 500, 600, 700 years. But we also want to do the ibadat like that, but we are given 60, 70 or 80 years. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Quran ko padho. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Khayrun min alfi. He said, don't worry, I won't deprive you. You know why? You are the reciter of Kalima of my Mehboob. I give you special concession and discount that the night will come in month of Ramzan. You stand in that night, I will give you 80 years.
Subhanallah.
So don't worry about your small age. You can exceed them in maqam and martaba. So this Laylatul Qadr came. What is the background? The zikr of who? The zikr of who?
600 years people.
You did not understand. Must I repeat it again? Kiska zikr hua? Who they spoke about?
Previous.
They were talking about the wali of a previous ummah. So because of the zikr of a wali of previous ummah, we call it Laylatul Qadr. So if wali is from the previous ummah, you get Laylatul Qadr. And if you get the wali of Rasulullah, Gauss-e Azam and Gharib Nawaz, you get the whole Islam. Are you understand? The difference of that time and this time. So, end of the day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to be a good human being. So let's try to become a good human being. Have no malice, no jealousy for anybody else. And my time is gone, so I'm just concluding on the one more point. I went to somebody's house and I saw the cage, and inside the cage was a bird. I'm looking at the bird. You have to feed the bird and all also. I'm looking at the bird and I'm thinking, why this man is keeping the bird here? I saw the people keep the cows, the goat, the chickens, whatever they keep, horses, camel. Camel, you can ride, you can get milk, you can get meat. Camel, I understand. Same thing, you got the cow, you can get the meat, you can get the milk also. The horses you can ride for the traveling and loading and all that. So I can understand. But somebody who got the bird, you can't load on the bird, you can't get the meat from the bird, and you can't get the milk from the bird. So I asked that man, why are you keeping the bird? He said, Hazrat, I only keep the bird because he speaks my language. I keep the bird because he keeps my language. So I say, Ya Allah, kya मामला है? Azan Arabic में, इकामत अरेबिक में, नमाज अरेबिक में, कब्र का सवाल अरेबिक में, जन्नत की जुबान अरेबिक में. Ya Allah, you the creator of German language, Russian language, Zulu language, Afrikaans language, why everything is in Arabic? He said, hello, my Mehboob likes Arabic. Are you understanding my language? So this is a pagham and message from Janab Musa bin Lokhat family. May Allah reward you, may Allah guide you, may Allah protect you, may Allah make your children more pious, may Allah accept all the ibadats, and may Allah make us a good human being, inshallah. Jazakallah khair, shukran once again for your presence. And I apologize for maybe I took 5-10 minutes extra. And inshallah, hopefully we'll meet tomorrow by Abdul Rashid, who is his house in Barrow Valley, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Wama alayna illa al-balagh, wama tawfiqi illa billah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Salatu wassalam ke liye khade ho jaye. थोड़ा छोटा पढ़ना अब्दुल कादर को मुझे सुनना है थोड़ा वो सलाम ना पढ़ो कोई बात नहीं लेकिन छोटा पढ़ो
सलाम उस पर के जिसने बेकसों की दस्तगीरी और सलाम उस पर के जिसने बादशाही में फकीरी सलाम उस पर के टूटा बोरिया जिसका बिछोना था और सलाम उस पर जो फर्श खाक पर जाने में सोता था सलाम उस पर कि जिसने फूके प्यासों को भगाए सलाम उस पर कि जिसने गालियां सुनकर दुआएं सलाम उस पर जिसने चांद को धूप में फरमाया और सलाम उस पर कि जिसने हुक्म से सूरज पलट आया नबी पर सलाम हो मेरा नबी पर सलाम हो मेरा गुलाम तुम्हें सलाम सलाम गुलाम कहता है आका तुम्हें सलाम सलाम हुजूर आला तुम्हें सलाम सलाम हुजूर आला तुम्हें سلام سلام
خدائے پاک نے بھیجا تمہیں سلام سلام خدائے پاک نے بھیجا تمہیں سلام سلام میرے مالک و مولا
تجھے سلام سلام
میرے مالک و
مولا تجھے سلام سلام
تمہیں اور فاطمہ زہرا کے والد ماجد تمہیں اور فاطمہ زہرا کے والد ماجد حسن و حسین کے نانا
تجھے سلام سلام
حسن و حسین
کے نانا تجھے سلام سلام
نبی و آل نبی پر سلام ہو میرا علی تمہاری ولایت بے جان و دل قربان علی تمہاری ولایت بے جان و دل قربان تمہیں امام زمانہ
تجھے سلام سلام
تمہیں امام زمانہ
تجھے سلام سلام
شہید کی یادیں کسو تم نے شہید کی یادیں کسو تم نے حسین عشق میں ڈوبا
تجھے سلام سلام
حسین عشق میں ڈوبا
تجھے سلام سلام
نبی و آل نبی پر سلام میرا غوث العظم امام غوث العظم امام جلوائے
شان قدرت پیدا ہو سلام
ہند کے بادشاہ
ہند کے ہو موری
ہند کے
بادشاہ ہند کے ہو موری
خواجہ
دین و ملت پیدا ہو سلام
خواجہ
دین و ملت پیدا ہو سلام
قلب میں
عظمت
مصطفیٰ
قلب میں عظمت مصطفیٰ سیدی اعلیٰ حضرت پیدا ہو سلام مصطفیٰ جان رحمت پیدا ہو سلام شمع بز میں ہدایت پیدا ہو خدمت کے خود سے کہے عرضہ مجھ سے خدمت کے خود سے کہے عرضہ مصطفیٰ جان رحمت پیدا ہو سلام مصطفیٰ جان رحمت پیدا ہو سلام شمع بز میں ہدایت پیدا ہو سلام
السلام علیکم یا رسول اللہ السلام علیکم یا رحمت اللہ
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد معدن الجود والكرم وآله الكرام وابنه الكريم وبارك وسلم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما تحب وترضى بأن تصلي عليه یا الہی رحم فرما مصطفیٰ کے واسطے یا رسول اللہ کرم کیجئے خدا کے واسطے مشکلیں حل کر شہ مشکل کشا کے واسطے کربلائے رکھ شہید کربلا کے واسطے سید سجاد کے صدقے میں ساجد رکھ ہمیں علم حق دے باقرے علم و خدا کے واسطے صدق صادق کا تصدق صادق الاسلام کر بے غضب راضی ہو قاسم اور رضا کے واسطے بہر معروف سر معروف دے بے خود سری جندے حق میں گن جنید باصفا کے واسطے بہر شبلی شیر حق دنیا کے کتوں سے بچا ایک کارک عبد واحد بے ریا کے واسطے پل فرح کا صدقہ کر غم کو فرح دے حسن و سعد الحسن اور بو سعید سعد رضا کے واسطے قادری کر قادری رکھ قادریوں میں اٹھا قدر عبد القادر قدرت نما کے واسطے احسن اللہ لہو رزقاً سے دے رزق حسن بندے رزاق تاج الاسفیاء کے واسطے اسباب صالح کا صدقہ صالح و منصور رکھ دے حیاتی دے حی جا فضا کے واسطے طول عرفان و علو حمد حسن و بہا دے علی موسیٰ حسن احمد بہا کے واسطے بہر ابراہیم ہم سب پر نار غم گلزار کر بھیک دے داتا بھکاری بادشاہ کے واسطے خانہ دل کو زیاد روئے ماں کو جمال شہزیہ مولا جمال اولیاء کے واسطے یہ محمد کے لیے روزی کر احمد کے لیے خانہ فضل اللہ سے حصہ گدا کے واسطے دین و دنیا کی ہمیں برکات دے برکات سے عشق حق دے عشق عشق الانتماء کے واسطے حب اہل البیت دے آل محمد کے لیے حب اہل البیت دے آل محمد کے لیے کر شہید عشق حمزہ پیشوا کے واسطے دل کو اچھا تن کو ستھرا جان کو پرنور کر اچھے پیارے شمس الدین بدر العلا کے واسطے دو جہاں میں خادم آل رسول اللہ کر دو جہاں میں خادم آل رسول اللہ کر حضرت آل رسول مقتدیٰ کے واسطے نور جاؤ نور ایمان نور قبر حشر دے الحسینی احمدی نوری لکا کے واسطے کر عطا احمد رضائے احمد مرسل ہمیں میرے مولا حضرت احمد رضا کے واسطے سایہ جملہ مشائخ یا خدا ہم پر رہے رحم فرما آل رحمان مصطفیٰ کے واسطے ہم کو عبد مصطفیٰ کر بہر شیخ مصطفیٰ حضرت مفتی اعظم بیدیا کے واسطے عشق کی دولت عطا کر اور دے ہم کو ادب عشق کی دولت عطا کر اور دے ہم سب کو ادب بیریا ہادی میرے غوث و رضا کے واسطے میرے غوث و رضا کے واسطے صدقہ الاعیا قدر چہ از علم و علم عفو عرفا عافیت اس بے نوا کے واسطے ہم بے نوا کے واسطے اللہم صلی علی سیدنا محمد وعلی رسول اکرم علی کرام ابن کریم وبارک وسلم
بیٹھ کے دعا کرتے ہیں
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا وحبيبنا وشفيعنا وسندنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. السلام عليك يا نبي الله، السلام عليك يا رسول الله، السلام عليك يا خاتم الأنبياء، السلام عليك يا حبيب الفقراء، السلام عليك يا معين الضعفاء، السلام عليك يا سيد المرسلين، السلام عليك يا شفيع المذنبين، السلام عليك يا صاحب الكوثر، السلام عليك يا شفيع الأكبر. اللهم صل على محمد ما أبقى من التحية شيء، اللهم صل على محمد ما أبقى من البركات شيء، اللهم صل على محمد ما أبقى من التحنن شيء، اللهم صل على محمد إذا ذكروا الأبرار، اللهم صل على محمد ما اختلف الليل والنهار، اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد عدد خير في الدنيا والآخرة، صلاة الله وملائكته وأنبياء ورسله وجميع الخلق على محمد سيد المرسلين وإمام المتقين وخاتم النبيين ورسول رب العالمين، وعلى آله وأصحابه وأزواجه وذرياته وأهل البيت وعترته أجمعين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وجبرائيل وميكائيل وإسرافيل وإزرائيل ومنكر والنكير وعلى حملة عرش كرام الكاتبين وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وآله وأصحابه وبارك وسلم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وأدخلنا الجنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين. رب زدني علما وارزقني فهما ربي على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك. ما كان محمد أبا أحد من رجالك ولكن رسول الله وخاتم النبيين وكان الله بكل شيء عليما. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما تحب وترضى بأن تصلي عليه.
इंशाअल्लाह खुसूसन हज़रत की अम्मी जान की विशाल की रात है और उनके लिए दुआ करेंगे कि अल्लाह उनकी कब्र में नूर अता करे, आमीन आमीन, उन्हें जन्नतुल फिरदौस में आला से आला जगह अता करे, आमीन आमीन। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन वस्सलातु वस्सलामु अला अशरफिल मुरसलीन सय्यिदिना व नबिय्यिना व मौलाना मुहम्मद व अला आलिहि व अस्हाबिहि अजमईन। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला सय्यिदिना मुहम्मद الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراط المستقيم وعلى آله وأصحابه حق قدره بقدر عظيم. اللهم نور قبور المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات صغيرنا وكبيرنا ذكرنا وأنثانا. اللهم اغفر لها وارحمها وسكنها في الجنة. اللهم اغفر لها وارحمها وأكرمها في الجنة. اللهم اغفر لها وارحمها وروها في الجنة وادخلنا الجنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين. فروح وريحان وجنة نعيم يا أيتها النفس المطمئنة ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية فادخلي في عبادي وادخلي جنتي. اللهم يا ساتر الحال لا تكشف الحال فبارك لنا في الأهل والأموال يا رجال. اللهم صل على بدر التمام، اللهم صل على نور الظلام، اللهم صل على مفتاح دار السلام، اللهم صل على شفيع في جميع العالم. لقد جاءكم رسول من أنفسكم عزيز عليه ما عنتم حريص عليكم بالمؤمنين رؤوف رحيم. فإن تولوا فقل حسبي الله حسبي الله حسبي الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت رب العالمين.
اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى سيدنا محمد واصحابه وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الصالح التاج والميراث والبركه والنعم ذات البلاء والمبارك اسمه محمد وشفيع والسلام سيد العرب والعجم اسمه مقدس ومتقبل نور في بيت الحرام شمس الدحى تدريك الجسد الهدى تعظم القرآن بايد جميل الشيام صاحب الجود والكرم صاحب الجود والكرم صاحب الجود والكرم. والله أصلا في محال والبركة يوم يرى الستر والسجود والسحاب وكافرها والصيد والقبور مقصود ومقصود موجود وسيد المرسلين شفيع المسلمين أنيس الخائبين رحمة للعالمين رحمة للعالمين رحمة للعالمين راحة العاشقين مراد المشتاقين سراج المشتاقين شمس معرفة سراج السالكين بالله المقربين حلة الطرائب والغرباء واليتامى والمساكين سيد الثقلين نبي الحرمين إمام قبلة الدارين صلاة باب قوسين محبوبا بالمشرقين والمغربين جد الحسن والحسين جد الحسن والحسين جد الحسن والحسين مولانا مولانا الثقلين نور من نور الله نور من نور الله نور من نور الله يا أيها المشتاقون بنور جماله بلغ الهدى كماله كشف الوجود جماله حسن جميع بصاره صلوا عليه وعلى آله وسلم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا ونبينا مولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم
آمين.
وآتنا واعف عنا ولا تعطيك وشكرك إنا يا أرحم الراحمين
آمين.
ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وأدخلنا الجنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين يا حي يا قيوم برحمتك أستغيث
إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا ونبينا شفيعنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم اللهم افتح لنا بالخير واختم لنا بالخير واجعل أمورنا بالخير بيدك الخير فإنك على كل شيء قدير ألا إن أولياء الله لا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون الذين آمنوا وكانوا يتقون سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.